entire March family and the TUD Drama Society, I want to thank you for joining us tonight for our performance of Little Women. Before we begin our story, I must take a brief moment to share a few words to keep us all safe and comfortable. Please take this time to ensure your mobile phones are switched off or set to silent. We wouldn't want Joe's dramatic monologue interrupted by a ringtone now, would we? In an unlikely event of emergency, please follow the instructions of the front of house team who will guide you to the nearest exit calmly and safely. The exits are clearly marked and easily accessible from where you are seated. We kindly ask that no photography or video recording takes place during the performance. And distract your actors and the audience around you, but don't worry, you'll have the memories. There will be a short intermission, just 20 minutes, to stretch your legs and perhaps reflect on what you've seen so far. And finally, sit back, relax, and let your heart be warmed by the story of family, love, and resilience. From our home to yours, welcome.
Rodrigo, save me.
Amy, you're as stiff as a poker.
I can't help it. I don't choose to make myself all black and blue, falling flat as you do. I shall fall into a chair and be graceful. I don't care if Hugo does come at me with a pistol.
Just do the best you can when the time comes, and if the audience shouts, don't blame me.
I don't need to act anymore after this.
Of course you will, I know you. As long as you can trail around in breeches and wave a sword, you're the best actress we've got, and there'll be an end to everything when you quit the boards.
I don't know how you could write and act such splendid things, Joe. You're a regular Shakespeare.
Not quite. Though I do think The Witch's Curse, an operatic tragedy, is a rather nice thing. But I've always wanted to do the Scottish play. If only we had a trapdoor for Banquo. I've always wanted to do the killing part. Joe! Is this a dagger I see before me?
No, it's that slipper.
You, Joe, are old enough now to turn your hair up like a young lady.
I don't want to be a young lady. And if turning my hair up makes me one, I will wear it in pigtails until I'm 20.
Ew.
Oh, I will never get over the disappointment of not being a boy. And it's worse than ever now because I want to go and fight with Pa.
I wouldn't like to sleep in a tent, drink out of a tin mug, and eat all sorts of bad-tasting things.
Pa is in a battlefield with rebel scum firing cannonballs at him. I'd say a tin mug's the least of his worries.
Amy, your airs are funny, but you will turn into an affected little goose if you don't learn to take care.
If Joe is a tomboy and Amy's a goose, what am I, please?
You're a deer and nothing else.
Oh! Muffins like cream for pudding!
We must wait for Marmee.
Where is she? I'm starving.
Some very dirty little child came begging, and she went straight off to see what was needed. I said to her, Marmee, it's Christmas Eve. But she said, what better time to think of those less fortunate than ourselves?
Oh, but Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents.
It's so dreadful to be poor.
I don't think it's fair for some girls to have a lot of pretty things and other girls nothing at all.
Well, we have father and mother and each other anyhow.
We don't have father, and we shan't have him for a long time.
I know we agreed we shouldn't spend our money for pleasure, not when our men are suffering so. And I know I ought to make my little sacrifice gladly, but I'm afraid I don't.
I know. Well, we deserve a little bit of fun. We trail hard enough the rest of the year.
Well, I know I do, teaching those dreadful children all day. I toil and moil so hard, I might as well be on a treadmill.
If only I could fix things for you as I do for the heroines in my stories. You're so good and pretty.
Oh, what's the point of being pretty if no one sees me?
Well, I'd have some rich relation leave you a fortune unexpectedly.
The only rich relation we have is Aunt March, and she's a regular sandfire.
I think you mean the vampire, not seaweed.
Well, it's true nonetheless. I'm shut up for hours with that whiny, fussy old windbag who keeps me trotting, is never satisfied, and she worries until I'm ready to throw myself out of a window or box her ears. Josephine! Josephine!
People don't have fortunes left them in that style nowadays, girls. Men have to work, and women have to marry for money.
Joe and I are going to work. Just wait 10 years and see if we ain't.
Oh, I'm afraid I haven't much faith in ink and paint, though I am grateful for your good intentions.
I think washing dishes and keeping things tidy is the worst thing in the world. It makes me
rich.
If you mean liable, I'd say so, and not talk about Pa as if he's some pickled bottle.
I know what I mean. I mean to be strategical. It's proper to use good words and improve your vocabulary.
Oh, don't you wish we had the money Paul lost when you were little, Joe? Dear me, how happy we would be if we had no worries.
Well, Marmee says we're a good deal happier than rich people who fight and fret all the time in spite of their money.
Well, I guess we are. For though we do have to work, we make good fun for ourselves. And we're a pretty jolly set, as Joe would say.
Joe does use such slang words.
Joe, it's so boyish! That's why I do it.
I detest rude, unladylike girls.
And I hate penixty-nibbity tick.
Birds in their little nests would agree.
Stop it, Amy. I just want one. Stop.
Evening, girls! I'm glad to see you so merry.
Hi, how are you?
Glad. Happy to be home, though. How's your cold? Amy, give me a kiss. Kiss me. Has anyone called? Meg, what have you been doing?
Horse playing and waiting for you to get back so we can eat.
Have you been grousing? Girls, can I have a happy Christmas despite everything?
Marmee, it's just I've wanted new gloves for so long.
I have to have Ivanhoe.
And I want some new music.
A new box of drawing pencils for me.
Just $1 each. It wouldn't make a difference to the army.
What is it, Mommy?
Do you remember when you were little, how you used to play Pilgrim's Progress with your pa? Oh, you loved her in the paper hats he made you. And you'd carry your toy burdens all the way to the slow despond to the celestial city.
We went from the cellar, climbed up the back stairs, and then we went onto the roof, Amy!
My favorite part was standing in the sun and looking up to heaven.
Bad.
And that was a game then. And you've real burdens now. And my girls, you must learn to carry them more cheerfully.
My burdens are dishes and dusters and envying girls with nice pianos and being afraid of people.
Mine is housekeeping. I hate housekeeping. I was brought up to burn my life away on card games and dances. And there was times I remember I was so bored. I used to tear my own clothes. I could mend them. Girls, I believe it's a great mistake for us girls to nothing to do but to give orders, stress, and gossip. I've never wished the reversal of our fortune upon us, or this terrible war upon our country. But I believe in adversity that my girls become good and useful, as well as beautiful and accomplished.
Oh, I want to be good, Marmee, but it's so hard and I forget what I do have.
Not far from here was a poor young woman with a newborn baby. 6 children are huddled in the bed to keep from freezing because they have no fire. They have nothing to eat.
I'm a selfish pig!
I think too much of my looks and I hate to work, but I'll try and I'll do better, I swear.
And I'll do my duty here and not always be so rough and wild and wanting to be anywhere else.
Yeah.
Let's have bread and milk tonight and then carry this food to those poor children.
Ooh. Girls, they're good people, the Hummels. They came all the way during a boat to find a better life. Their father and son are fighting for a war that's not their own. Dress up warm, let's go.
sharp-witted minion and says, "Fernando, send them away so I may finish my potions."
Joe, where are you?
Does genius burn, Joe? Just 2 more pages and I'm done. Oh, how I love good, strong words that mean something.
Open that door this minute.
Quick, hide it. What could I do without you, my Beth?
Mrs. Gardner would be happy to see Miss March and Miss Josephine at a little dance on New Year's Eve.
Oh, is that tonight?
Of course it's tonight, Joe. And Marmee says we can go. Now, what shall we wear?
But what's the use in asking when you know we shall wear our poplins because we haven't got anything else?
If only I had silk.
Well, they'll look like silk and be nice enough for us. What? What is it?
There's a burn and a tear at the back.
Yes, I forgot. Is it bad? I guess I won't go then.
Yes, you will. I can't go without you, Joe. You must sit still all you can and keep that back out of sight. Now, Amy, fetch me a new ribbon for my hair, and Beth, be a dear and get me those lovely slippers of Marmee's.
I thought Marmee said they were too small for you.
Nonsense. Joe, put the curling tongs on the fire. Where are your gloves?
I spoiled them with lemonade years ago. I'll go without.
You must have gloves. If you go without gloves, I will be mortified. You cannot dance without them.
Yes, but I won't be dancing because of the burn on my burn.
You go without gloves, Joe. I'll be mortified. Isn't there any way you can fix them?
Well, I can hold them scrunched up.
No! Why?
Wear a good one and hide a bad.
Your hands are way bigger than mine.
Christopher Columbus.
Let's just do my hair. Okay, I'll just have a few dainty curls about my face. You may have the glove. You may. Only don't spoil it. And do behave nicely, Joe. Don't point or stare. Or say Christopher Columbus, will you, please?
If I do anything wrong, you'll remind me with a wink.
Winking isn't ladylike. I'll simply lift my eyebrows like this.
Ought it to smoke like that? It's just a dampness drying. What a funny smell. There, I'll take the tongs up and we'll see a lovely little cloud of...
Yes, Marmee.
I'm not a child, I'm in my teens!
Good night.
Joe.
Josephine! Oh, Aunt March, what are you doing here?
Question I've asked myself at various stages of the evening, most particularly when Evangeline Moffat decided to delight us with her rendition of A Lark in the Clear Air, accompanied by bagpipes. Meg's quite the belle of the ball, I see. Isabel Gardner's got her girls in rouge and muslin and is heaving them in front of Fred Vaughan with his good manners, his 40,000 a year, and his cousin, who's an English earl. But he's still looking at Meg. Mark me, that girl's face will be her fortune. It is her duty to make a good match, mind, with what your father has done to you all. I've made some unwise loans, he says, to friends, he says. I've never had any friends. Why are you hovering in that strange manner? Sit down. You're making me nervous. There's no hope for you, Miss Crosspatch, despite my best efforts to civilize you. When all the money went, I said to your father, Robert, I'll adopt one. I'll even house train the one that's more wild colt than girl. That was you, by the way. But no, says he, we cannot give up one of our girls for a dozen fortunes. Rich or poor, we'll stick together and be happy with one another.
Paul loves me the way I am.
Just don't expect another man to. Have you met the Lawrence boy yet? What's he like?
Who?
Your new neighbor. Old man Lawrence just died and left the mansion and the family business to his orphan grandson. The boys moved in with his tutor, a couple of servants, and a train carriage worth of foreign furniture. Get your mother to invite him over for tea and remind him that you were once one of New England's finest families. He'll do nicely for one of you girls.
Aunt March, why do we always have to talk about boys?
All proper girls talk about boys. You must get acquainted with young Lawrence.
Well, I'm sure Mommy will invite him over, as he is our neighbor, and, well, if he doesn't have any family, it's quite natural that us children should play together.
Quite a pastoral state of innocence all around. I must get home now before my dropsy flares. I'll see you in the morning, Josephine. You must shampoo the poodle and clean up the parrot cage before breakfast.
I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone else was in here.
No, don't mind me, say if you like.
Shan't I disturb you?
Not a bit. Well, I only came tonight because I didn't know anyone, but it felt rather strange, so I snuck up here.
I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting, Mr.
But I've seen you and your sisters walking right past my window. Miss
Josephine! So, you're the Lawrence boy?
Are you mortified?
Well, not a bit, although I don't like people spying on me, Mr. Lawrence.
I wasn't, and I'm not Mr. Lawrence. I'm Laurie.
I'm not Miss Josephine, I'm just Joe. Laurie Lawrence, what an odd name.
Well, my real name is Theodore, but then the chaps call me Dora, and I'll have to thrash them.
Well, I wish people wouldn't call me Josephine, but I cannot thrash Aunt March.
Don't you like to dance, Miss Jo?
Well, I like it quite a bit, if there's nothing in the way for me to bump into. What about you?
Yes, I do, but it's just I've lived abroad for so long that I don't really know how things are done here
You
anymore.
lived abroad? In Europe? Have you been to Paris?
Not oui, mademoiselle. Until my parents died, I studied at the Conservatory of Music of the Bullerman Houseman, but then my grandfather put a stop to it.
Well, he didn't like music?
He didn't like my mother. She was an Italian opera singer. My father fell madly in love with her when he seen her in Lucia dell'Amore. They ran away together and it was a huge scandal, but my grandfather never forgave my mother for leading her son astray.
How sad, but how romantic. And March has promised to take me to Europe once the war ends, but, well, I have to brush up on my foreign languages first. I'm very stupid at learning them, especially French. It's such a silly, slippery sort of language.
John Brooke, my tutor, has me pegging away my books for another year, and then I'm off to college.
I wish I could go to college.
Honestly, it's nothing but a grind. I'm to be an India merchant, but I hate tea and silk and spices and all that rubbish the Lawrence ships carry.
You have the money and opportunity to study. What else would you do?
Go back to France, play my music, do something
I intend to make my fortune by my pen. I'm going to be a famous writer. That is a splendid polka. You should give it a try.
If you will come too.
Oh, no. I promised my sister Meg I wouldn't. You see, I have this very bad habit of letting my thoughts run away with me, and, well, I forget where I am and what I'm doing. I was standing in front of a fire, and look, I burnt my dress.
Never mind that. You know what? We could dance here where no one will.
Okay.
Stop bleeding.
Oh, I love girls. Meg, this is our new neighbor, Mr. Lawrence.
Can you help?
I sprained my ankle in these stupid high heels, Joe. I don't know how I'm ever going to get home.
I'll go find Brooke and I'll get a carriage.
You can't mean to leave yet.
Oh, please, let me help you. I always leave early.
I had a capital evening. How about you?
First I did. Oh, I danced, and I made pretty, and it did seem so nice to have a delicious meal, and hold a bouquet, and to just enjoy all the little luxuries that we miss at home. Until I met one of the gardener's English cousins, a Miss Kate Osborne. We made a little conversation about our accomplishments. She complimented me on my taste and talent. And well, I felt quite her equal. Until Sally Gardner came bounding up asking, "What's it like working as a governess?"
You must have been mortified.
Yes. Mrs. Osborne said, "How interesting." But it might as well have been, "Dear me, how dreadful." And as she walked away, I heard her say in a loud whisper, "Miss Mott is so charmante. But rich men don't marry girls who work for a living."
Here's Brooke. I'll go get the carriage.
No, I'll come too. Girls don't go to dances to get married, do they, Laurie?
I mean, sure they do. Mind you, everyone tells me they're but I haven't noticed so far.
Well, how would you anyway?
I don't know. Maybe they get a look in their eye. They go a bit moony or something. Do you think your grandmother would invite me over for tea?
Of course. We're friends now. I've always wanted a little brother.
Oh.
Meg March, John Brooke, Laurie's tutor. Are you in much pain? You seem troubled. May I ask why?
Well, I was wondering why I can never come up with a suitable riposte to a disagreeable remark until ages after it's been made. When Miss Kate Osborne of London, England, despised me for being a governess, I didn't know what to say.
What about young ladies in America love their independence as much as their ancestors did and are admired and respected for supporting themselves?
How clever you are.
If I could, well, I'd walk back in and I'd try it.
Tutors have a hard time in England. There's no place like America for us workers, Miss March.
I'm glad I live in it then, despite these horrid times.
Your father volunteered as an army chaplain, I hear.
Yes, he was too old to fight.
He must be a very brave man. I made a promise to Laurie's grandfather that I would see the boy to Harvard next year, that I'm to enlist and fight for my union.
Oh no. No, don't go, Mr. Brooke. It is so hard for the mothers and wives and daughters who are left behind. I mean, you have family, surely.
Both my parents are dead, and I have very few friends to care whether I live or die.
You have been so kind to me. I should care if you live or die.
Your carriage awaits, Cinderella. Yes, I had a vile cold and Brooke shut me inside for a week.
Well, how did you amuse yourself?
I didn't. It's dull as tombs in that house.
Well, don't you have any friends?
Not that I want to see anyways. Boys make such a row.
Well, isn't there some nice quiet girl who can read to you and amuse you?
Don't know any.
Well, you know me.
You said nice quiet girl.
Yeah. Hey, you're being neighborly. This is our sister Meg of the unsuitable shoes. And this is our sister Beth. She's a musician like you, but she plays the piano, and the one we have at home, well, it's so clangy and out of tune, it drives her mad.
I have a Steinway that suffers the one piece. You know, come over and play it anytime you want.
Oh, she'll sing as well if I beg her to. And this is
Amy March.
I see you carrying your books to school every day, Amy. Are you fond of your studies?
Mostly drawing is my passion, but I must endure essay writing and mathematics and algorithms. Marmee says I'm well on the way to being an accomplished young lady, if I'm not spoiled by petting. I see you clattering past on horseback. And I think you're the perfect cyclops.
You sentimental little goose.
You needn't be so rude. It's just a lapse of lingy, as Pa says.
Miss March, Miss Joe, I have 4 tickets to the matinee performance of the 7 Castles of the Diamond Lake at the Concord Repertory Theatre this afternoon. And well, I respectfully propose that the 2 of you accompany Brooke and me.
But Jupiter, that'll be large.
Laurie, what are you doing out here? Have you completed your essay?
I'm talking to Miss Josephine March.
Laurie, it is rude to arrive unannounced at the home of young ladies.
Oh dear, Brooke, Miss March is here too. And well, I've invited them to attend the theatre with this afternoon. Should we cancel?
That would be unforgivable.
Very well.
Until later.
Can I come? Marmee says I could see them dying for some fun.
Then Marmee can take you in bed at the weekend.
But I want to go with you and Laurie and Meg.
Amy, dear, you weren't invited.
But Laurie can get another ticket.
No, he can't. His are reserved, and that's that.
But he's so lonely. There's nothing for me to do at home. I'll play with
You just fought for your stupid dolls, and you never want to leave the house. Another time in the 19th of Laurie is my friend, you silly idiot. And do not poke yourself where you're not wanted. And don't bother Beck, or I'll shake you when I get home. You'll be sorry for this, showboy! Say it, you Wayne!
What a tale! Oh, it was as brilliant and wonderful as anyone could have wished. I mean, comical red imps, sparkling elves, and the gorgeous princes and princesses. Oh,
There are no princesses more gorgeous than you, Miss March.
I'm going to read you some of my books. They're just 12 short stories. I need some advice, some masculine advice. Otherwise, I will never get published. This is my scribbling suit. It's all black so that I can wipe my pen on it wherever I need to. But Beth, she sewed a little red ribbon on it to jolly it up a little bit.
It's practical and jolly.
Where is my book? Where's my book? Has anyone taken it?
no.
Where's Amy? Amy! You have it, don't you?
No, I haven't got it.
But you know where it is, and don't you dare fib to me.
I haven't got it, and I don't know where it is, and I don't care.
Tell me at once!
Sold as much as you like me, you'll never see it again.
Why?
Because I burned it. So I'm gonna make you pay for it.
Calm down there, child. You said there was a fairy tale.
I've been writing for 3 years!
Oh, Joe, you can write some more.
Don't let me go! You don't understand!
Girls, what art's going on? Have yourself think!
My book! My precious book!
Amy burned it, Marmee. Miss March.
Joe was so cross, I don't know what to do.
I think it's best to leave her until worse passes.
I'll
She's
come
very
back.
angry and very upset.
I'll come back tomorrow and take her skating, will I?
Yes, but you must leave now.
Can I come? Joe says I could come skating next time. It's the last ice.
You have been very naughty!
How could you?
It is abominable thing you've done, Amy. You, who seem to be a good lady with fine manners. This is not just a book to Joe. It contained her hopes and her dreams, and is a present for your father. Get out of my sight, or I say or do something to you I shall regret. Now!
Go away, Marmee. Nothing can fix this, not even you.
I'm sorry, Joe. I shouldn't have done it.
You are spoiled and lazy and jealous of me because you could never do anything like my book!
It's all right, Joe. Do not let the sun go down your anger, all right?
Don't say that, Amy. Lori will make Joe happy again. So if you wait until the right moment, do some kind thing, or give Joe a kiss. She'll be friends again, you'll see, okay?
Okay.
Lordy!
Joe! Leave me alone, Amy!
Amy, keep near the shore. It isn't safe in the middle.
She can take care of herself.
Joe! I hate you! Where are you? Please don't leave me!
I'm in the water. Help!
No, I can't see her!
Amy?
Marty,
Amy?
help! Help!
Oh, here, fetch more blankets! I'll get some hot water.
Oh, Marmy!
Go with that. I'll be okay.
Mommy, is she gonna die?
Of course not. You were sensible enough to wrap her up and bring her home so quickly.
Oh, Marmy, that was Lori. I'm so ashamed. It's my temper. It's my dreadful temper. I think I cure it, but then it breaks free worse than ever.
Do not think it's impossible to control the Joe.
You don't understand. You can't begin to see how bad it is. Out there on that lake, well, I knew she would fall. But I didn't care. It's like when I'm in that mood, I could hurt anyone, and I'd enjoy it.
Darling Joe, be still. You think your anger is worse in the world, but mine is just like it.
Marmy.
I am angry nearly every day of my life, Joe. And I have learned not to give way to it. And one day I hope not to feel it. Let me take another 40 years.
How do you do it?
My mother tried to help me. But she died when I was younger than Amy. And so my rage was put down to my grief. And then Pa came along. Everything became so easy. But by and by, when I four of those daughters were running around me, and suddenly we had no money. Where it all came back. I barely seemed to want to mention.
Poor Marmy. What helped you?
Your father, Joe. He never loses temper. Never complains, never worries, works so hard and hopes so cheerfully. I realized that I must show you the good behavior I wanted on behalf of. I was an example. So then I taught myself as a child starting to help me. Oh, I hate to see your frightened faces when I show you.
Marmy, if I had children, I'd holler at them all the time. Is that why sometimes you leave the room and your lips tighten? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. I just feel like I can say whatever to you.
You may say anything to me, Joe.
I thought I'd upset you.
Oh, dear. It's just talking about your father reminds me how much I miss him. And how difficult it is to raise you up on my own. Joe, it is my deepest wish in life that you find a help me who loves you and appreciates you.
Marmy, do you have plans for us? Because Aunt March says you should.
I will. I have a great many. Though I suspect they're quite different from Aunt March's. Come on. Take this off. Crying makes you happy, doesn't it?
I will try not to let the sun go down in my anger.
You.
Marty?
Meg, you remember the Hollands?
Yes, the family you visit, they live over the hill.
There's been terrible battle over in Virginia. Meg, the boy's dead. Oh, and the father's a dead story. And I brought over as much as we could to the mother. I held her hand. Oh, she kept doing the rocking back and forth, saying over and over again. I gave my boys and I gave them free. I couldn't say that back.
And now with your father out there, I couldn't bear it. I can't lose him. Oh, God help me. I pray every day and every night that Father to save me. For the worst would happen. I'll be happy to you. Always little women.
Joe! What are you laughing at? You're up to something.
It's a secret.
Oh, I have a secret too.
Is it a good one?
Very, but if I tell you mine, you must tell me yours. It's about people you know.
You won't tell me yours unless I tell you mine, will you?
Not a word.
You promise not to tease me?
I never tease you.
Yes, you do. You're a born wheedler.
Thank you very much. Fire away.
I've sold 2 stories to the newspaper. Look, my name will be here. It's called a byline.
Oh, hurrah for the American celebrated authoress, Josephine!
Sorry. You mustn't come to anything, but, well, I had to give it a try. If I write 2 more stories, well, they'll give me $2 each. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. What's your secret?
I know where Meg's club is.
Is that all?
It's quite enough as the present, as you'll agree when I tell you where it is. Dunbrook!
What? How do you know?
Saw it.
Where?
Pocket.
All this time?
Yes, isn't it romantic?
No, it's ridiculous and it will not be allowed.
We're not to tell anyone.
I didn't promise that.
Joe, I trusted you. I thought you'd be pleased.
That's the idea of anyone coming to take my Meg away from me? I don't think so.
You'll feel better when somebody comes to take you away.
Well, I should like to see someone try.
So should I.
Here, you be Hamlet and I'll be Laertes.
Now, it's a mere age, Joe. You think you're a mere infant, but you will go soon.
I don't mean to alarm you, but I'm not one of the agreeable sort.
Don't even let anyone close to you, and if someone gets a look at you by accident, you get so thorny that he doesn't even dare to look at you or touch you.
What are you doing?
Picking things up off the floor.
Mainly hairpins, Meg. They grow on this carpet.
You've been fighting? Joe, how could you? When are you going to stop your romping ways?
Not until I'm old and gray and in need of a crutch. Stop trying to make me grow before my time.
It's hard enough to have you chained all of a sudden, Joe.
I've got something for you.
This is it. The translation of the French poem I won. I'm guessing Mr. Brooke did it, because this is not your handwriting.
He tried to make me do it, but after 2 hours, he gave up.
Why do you take pleasure in making people like that?
How do you know anything about that, miss?
I can always tell by his face when he goes out for a walk. If you've been good, he looks satisfied and he walks briskly. If you plagued him, he's sober and he walks slowly. Please don't tell him I said anything worried.
Where have you been courting dresses so nicely?
The gardeners. Sally was telling me of her wedding plans. They will honeymoon in Heroes. Just think of how delightful that must be.
Do you envy her, Meg?
I'm afraid I do, yes.
Well, I'm glad of it.
Why?
Well, because if you envy the rich, you'll never settle for a poor man. Where's Marmee? Marmee! Okay. It's a telegram. Robert. Oh, God. It's the hospital in Washington. Oh, your father's been injured.
Joe, I need to take a stamp mark. So you want your train ticket?
She croaks if you ask for 9 pence.
Well, I'm not too proud to beg your father. Let's go.
What can I do?
Send a telegram to the nearest hospital saying I'll be there at once. Now go.
Fast Meg ain't him happy with her. I'll get you her bag. I'll get her clothes.
I am so very, very sorry to hear about your news, Miss March. I've come to offer myself as an escort for your mother.
Oh, how kind you are, Mr. Brooke. Mother will be sure to accept, and it will be such a relief to know that someone will be there to look after her.
Who the dickens are you?
knew no good would come of it, and I hope that somebody will take my advice next time. Better get there at once. Robert never had any stamina.
Where's Joe?
Well, don't ask me. She hammered on the door, upset the poodle, and stormed off.
Joe? Here, this is my contribution towards making Father comfortable and bringing him home safely. Joe, you get this. $25. Have you done anything rash? I didn't borrow, beg, or steal. I only sold what was mine.
Your hair, Joe! Oh, your beautiful hair!
Joe, how could you? You're one beauty.
You don't look like my Joe anymore.
You look like a porcupine.
Oh, will you stop this dreadful noise, child? It doesn't affect the fate of the nation, so don't wail.
I wanted to do something for Pa, and well, there wasn't anything else.
I love you, dear, for what you've done, Joe.
Besides, my head feels rather light and airy.
Girls, I need you to notice care. Any emergency? March there. Pray, keep busy, and always clean. And look after the humbles, please.
We will, Marmee.
We will.
Let's go.
Anxiety is a very interesting feeling.
Oh, please don't cry, Joe. We have to do what Marmee says and be strong about Father.
I'm not crying about Pa, not now.
Then what is it?
Aunt March says she doesn't like people reading to her with colds in their heads, so it's my duty to stay here and read until I'm recovered.
Oh, I'm so tired. Well, I shall stay there too and do nothing as well.
Move your legs.
I don't want to do my lessons, but play all the time and do some drawing. But where's Beth?
Oh, she went to the Hummels. She asked if I could go with her, but, well, I said it's too stormy out there with my cold.
She's gone there indisputably. That's how much notice she pays of you.
What? She said the Hummel baby is terribly sick. And I told her not to go. Joe, run down and get her. Go!
Amy! Marmee says I'm too young to go on my own. We'll just rest here and wait for her. Laurie, I'm free for larks today!
Joe, don't talk slang.
What shall I sing, nightingales then?
Beth?
Oh dear, what happened?
You've had scarlet fever, haven't you?
Yes, years ago when Meg did.
The baby's dead. Died in my lap this morning.
Oh, poor thing.
I told you not to go, Beth. I told you.
Don't be cross, Meg. When I got there this morning, Mrs. Hummel had gone to find the doctor, so I stayed and held the baby. And it seemed asleep at first, but then all of a sudden it gave a little cry, and then trembled, and then just lay very still, and I knew it was over. And then the doctor arrived and said it was scarlet fever, and that he should have been called before, but Mrs. Hummel just sobbed and said they were too poor. And then the doctor looked at me and told me to get home quick or I'd get the fever.
No, you won't, okay?
Amy hasn't had it yet, Jill. He said it starts with a headache, and then
Amy, you'll have to go to Aunt March for a spell to keep you out of harm's way.
I'd rather have the fever than go there.
You must go once so you may escape it.
No, it's so dull there, and Aunt March is so gross all the time.
I will take you now, Amy. Let's...
I want my son to fucking make
Amy, now, be a sensible little lady, as they do say, for if you get sick, I will be able to pop in and take you out gallivanting every day.
To the museum in town?
As long as you promise not to disappear off some down corridor to stare at the massive sculptures again.
To the theater? Just you and me?
Maybe a dozen theaters. On my honor, as a gentleman.
I guess I will then. I'll go.
The doctor is coming, but, well, he looked worried and I didn't like it. There doesn't seem to be anything to hold on to when Marmee isn't here.
Steady on, I'll telegraph your mother.
No, don't. Meg said we shouldn't. It will worry them. We don't need to do that then.
Just tell me when.
The doctor said Marmee better be sent for because the fever has gone into her heart. Oh, if God spares Beth, oh, I'll never complain again.
This cannot be happening. Why do the dearest and best people always fall ill? There is no sense in
Don't
it.
hold on to me. Look, you're exhausted.
No, I have to send for Marmee.
Your mother will be here tonight.
How?
Everything's going to be all right. I telegraphed her yesterday. Brooke answered. She'll come at once.
Oh, Lori. Oh, Marmee, I'm so glad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fly at you.
I don't mind. I got all fidgety. I knew it was a high time somebody did something.
You're an angel. How can I thank you?
Like me again. I rather like it.
Lori.
Morning, Marmee.
Gotta go back to sleep now.
I'm so sorry. I was just trying to do right.
Marmee? Morning. Fever's broken. She must rest. Oh, Joe, this is all my fault.
No, I should have gone with her to the Hummels.
I told you all to go, and I should have told you to stay. If I'd known the fever would come, I was only thinking of your father.
How's Pa?
He's good. He's good as we could hope for. John will bring him home tomorrow.
John?
Shh. Sir Brooke. We call him John now. Oh, he's amazing, Joe.
No. You don't know what I know of John Brooke. Okay? Lori told me. Remember that glove that Meg has lost all those months ago at the Gardener's Ball? Brooke has it. He stole it all those months ago. And worse than ever, Lori says that he likes her. He says he's not doing anything about it because he's too poor and she's too young. Isn't it dreadful?
Do you think Meg is into him?
No. I don't know any of the things about love and romantic rubbish. All I know is that in books, well, girls, they show it by blushing or fainting away or acting like fools. Meg doesn't do any of that.
Do you think Meg isn't interested in him?
No, of course not. That would be idiotic. If only I could marry Meg. Why aren't we all born boys so we wouldn't have to deal with any of this romantic rubbish? You don't like it, Marmee? Let's send him away.
No. I was wrong to sigh. It is natural and right that you should go to homes of your own. You know, Pa reminded me I was your age when I was engaged. Now girls are having children, and they're younger than Meg now.
Aunt March put the idea in my head that Lori should marry Meg.
Joe, no. Don't listen to her. Lori's a bit too young for Meg. And I think he might have his eyes on someone else. Do you not think he may be fond of you?
isn't true or proper. Besides, he's way too old to speak to me.
Well, if he did speak to you, you wouldn't know what to say. You would just cry or blush instead of giving a good decided no.
I'm not so silly and weak as you think, Joe. I know just what I should say, for I've planned it all in my head to be prepared.
Well, would you mind telling me?
Not at all. I mean, you are 17 now. My experience will be useful to you by and by. Perhaps, in your own affairs of this sort? I shall merely say, quite calmly and decidedly, thank you, Mr. Brooke. You are very kind. But I do not wish to enter into any engagements at present, so please say no more and let us be friends.
Well, that is stiff and cool enough, but perhaps you would consider standing with your shoulders taller and walk out of the room with dignity.
Joe!
Turkey, plum pudding, jelly?
To show her happiness, your father's safe return.
I suppose if she continues to pay for my drawing lessons, I shall bear being her companion.
She has taken a fancy to you, and you are far better suited.
I don't believe anyone could deal with Aunt March as kindly as you, Amy. You will laugh at me when I say I want to be a lady, but I mean a true gentlewoman in mind and manners. I can't explain exactly, but I want to be above little meaniness and petty behaviors. I'm far from it now. But I hope one day to be what you are, Marnie.
Oh, my sweet Amy.
Oh, Lori, you were so naughty to insist on buying me these new blue suede shoes.
You've done the work on them, my darling. And how do you like your books, Joe?
Oh, I love them. Everything is turning out exactly how it should this year. Well, I will stay here and support myself by scribbling for the newspaper, and the damsels there will be romping, and their men will be in distress.
Merry Christmas, John. Oh, look at you. You're looking so smart. Oh, look at you, Mia.
Don't go. Are you afraid of me, Margaret?
How can I be afraid of you? You've been so kind to Father. I only wish I could thank you for it, John.
Meg.
Oh no, please. Please don't. I'd
It's
rather
just,
not.
I want to know if you care for me, if only a little. Try to find out, please. I want to know so much. I've talked about it with your parents. They know my feelings for you, and they've given me leave to do my duty for my country, then come home and work for you. It'll be a long time, 3 years, Meg, but your mother's deemed it appropriate as you are far too young to get married.
Thank you, Mr. Brooke. You are very kind. But it is my decision and not that of my parents, is it not?
Of course.
Then I do not wish to enter into any engagements at present. So please, say no more and let us be friends.
Do you really mean that?
Yes! I do! I do mean that! I do not want to spend months, John, worrying and waiting for you to return and hearing news of battles and casualties and names on lists. They say that more than 200,000 men are already dead. And the Union Army is in retreat, John.
No, the fortunes of war are changing.
Please leave me alone.
I love you!
You again?
Is this uncanny?
Meg!
Be quiet, Matt, and remember your place in this house. Margaret, you haven't gone and accepted him, have you?
No.
Good girl. Now, you listen to me. If you marry this person, not one penny of my money ever goes to you. Remember that and be sensible.
I shall marry whom I please, Aunt March, and you can leave your money to anyone you like.
Oh, Heidi, Tighty, you'll be sorry for it by and by when you've tried love in a cottage and found it a failure.
It cannot be any worse than some people find in big houses.
Be reasonable. You are still not too old to marry well and help your family. This man has no money, position, or business.
I couldn't do better if I waited half my life.
He knows you have a rich relation. That's the secret.
My John wouldn't marry for money any more than I would. And Pa and Ma approve.
Yeah, well, they have no more worldly wisdom than a couple of babies.
I'm glad of it.
Tell your father I'm in no spirits to see him. I wash my hands off of this whole affair. You are a willful child, and I am done with you forever.
Seems you do care for me a little bit.
I didn't know how much until she...
Will you wait for me? Margaret, when the war is over, will you marry me?
I will. I will, John.
Congratulate us, Sister Josephine.
She would send him away if we could laugh about this.
Don't be grouchy.
I'm losing my bed, and you're going away for 3 years. What else will happen by then?
Don't you wish you could take a look forward and see where this all might be?
No, I might see something bad.
Oh, look, I knew Brooke would have his own way. He always does.
Leave me alone, Lori. I am busy. He that is down, need fear no fall. He that is low, no pride. He that is humble, ever shall have God to be his guide. I am content with what I have, little be it or much. And Lord, contentment still I crave, because thou savest such. Fullness to such a burden is, that go on pilgrimage. Here little, and hereafter bliss is best from age to age.
It is I, the returning scholar, bearing gifts, of course, with a very special delivery from Miss Margaret.
Lori, I must talk to you seriously about the wedding. You must promise to behave, and don't look at me, or I shall surely laugh.
Joe, you won't see me. You'll be crying so hard that the thick fog around you will obscure the prospect.
I never cry unless for some great affliction.
Such as fellows going to college.
That's ridiculous. I only moaned a trifle to keep the others company.
You don't look very festive, old chap. What's the matter, Joe?
Everything is changing. I can't even write anymore. I feel so topsy-turvy.
You got me. I will stand by you all the days of my life.
I know you will, and I'm ever so much obliged by that, but, well, you're going off to Europe, and I cannot just wait around for Aunt Marsh to take me.
Joe, look, you don't have to stay here.
What, shall we run up and join some pirate ship? No. No, Lori, don't.
It's no use, Joe.
No, please don't.
Joe.
No.
Joe, look, we've got to have it out. I have loved you ever since I've known you, Joe. I couldn't help it. And I tried to show you, and you wouldn't let me, which is fine, Joe, but I must make you hear now, Joe, please give me an answer, because Because I cannot go on like this any longer.
I thought I could save you from this. I thought you understood.
I've worked hard to please you. I gave up billiards. Joe, I gave up everything that you didn't like. And I'm happy. I'm happy I did, Joe. It's fine. And I waited and I never ever complained because I figured you'd love me. And maybe I realized I'm not half as good enough, or maybe not this great man.
No, you are. You are a great deal too good for me, Teddy. And I'm so grateful for you, and I'm so thankful for you. I don't see why I cannot love you the way you want me to.
You can't.
I can't change my feelings. It would be a lie to say I do when I don't. I'm so sorry, Laurie. I'm so desperately sorry, but I can't help it.
Joe, I can't love anyone else.
Oh, it would be a disaster if we married. We both have such quick tempers.
No, if you loved me, I'd be a perfect saint.
I can't. I've tried and I've failed.
Everyone expects it. Grandpa, Joe, all of your family, please say you will. We could be happy. We could be happy here.
No. Okay, I can't say yes truly. So I'm not going to say it at all. In time you will see that I'm right and you will thank me for it.
I'll be hanged if I do.
No, you'll meet some lovely, accomplished girl, and she will adore you, and she will make a fine mistress to your fine house. I won't. I'm homely, and I'm awkward, and I'm odd, and you would be ashamed of me. And we would quarrel. We can't even help it now. I would hate elegant society, and you would hate my scribbling, and we'd be unhappy, and we'd wish we'd never done it, and everything would be horrid.
Anything more?
Nothing more. Except, I don't think that I will ever marry you. I am happy the way I am, and I love my liberty too much to be in any rush to give it up.
No, Joe. You will meet someone. And love him and care for him tremendously. I know you, Joe. I know you will. Joe, it's your way.
No, I won't.
You will. Joe, I will watch.
Oh, really? So
Sure, yeah. I'll be the same way. There's nothing worry about it. It just keeps expanding every time. Which? No, I'm not the boys still. I was in college.
Oh, you're not too. That's easy.
That's where I went live. It's alright. I didn't complain. Really cool process.
Your father and I and Mrs. Kirk will keep his course lectures on women's rights. You will teach your children all afternoon. You can write as long as you want the polar after. Oh, let's go. Come on. I think she's lovely. Oh, no. What's that?
It's something called the Weekly Volcano. Lori told me about it. It's a newspaper and it's full of stories. You put bandits and men of bad characters in it and, well, you set it in a morgue or a lunatic asylum. Look, they're looking for writers. Make it short and spicy. Never mind the morals. $30 a time? I could do as well as Mrs. S.L.A.N.G. of Northbury if I tried.
Of course, dear.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Is this Mrs. Kirk's?
Yeah. Afternoon.
Remember, Mrs. Kirk says no one should disturb you unless you wish to be social. Come on. You will find the house is full of pleasant men and women who study and work together. The way of the world may still be that women must be agreeable and keep their mouths shut.
Especially the poor ones.
But this house is run in accordance with the reformist principle of the equality between men and women.
That's capital! Oh, Aunt March would go quite purple if she knew I was living amongst the reformers. Miss Josephine March in service in a boarding house in New York City.
No one should be ashamed of honest work.
That's what I said. I said I don't like favors. They make me feel oppressed and, well, burdened. I'd like to do everything by myself and be perfectly independent. Oh, Marty!
The homestead is too small for you, my love.
I know you and Pa want me to get over this romantic rubbish.
Stop.
But I wish Laurie didn't go and ruin everything. I miss him so much.
You must be better than all that New York has to offer to you. You will do something splendid with your life. I know it. Now, I have to go. I have to catch your train.
Bye, Marty.
Right as soon as you can. I love you.
Afternoon. Today we will be reading Schiller's Ode to Joy. Now, after me. Freude schon Götterfunken, Tochter aus Elysium, wir betreckten Feuer trunken. Thank you.
Joy, beautiful, sparks of God of Elysium, we
No. It's not so. You're not listening to what I have to say. I mean, this is an ode to joy. It's about the miracle of love, the rapture of life, the enduring power of verse. I mean, without Schiller, there would be no Keats and his beauty and truth. I mean, you have heard of John Keats. It appears I've lost my copy of Keats.
Here, I think you dropped this outside.
Thank you. Oh, what can ail thee, knight at arms, alone and palely loitering? The sedge has withered from the lake, and no birds sing. I met a lady in the meads, full, beautiful, a fairy's child. Her hair was long, her foot was light,
and her eyes were wild.
I compliment your knowledge of Keats, Miss.
Oh, Miss Josephine March, I'm here to governess the girls. Well, I've always wanted to learn the Schiller in its original language like my father, but, well, I'm too stupid to learn languages.
You wish to learn German?
Yes, but I'm too stupid.
Nonsense. I mean, if your duties permit, perhaps you could join us. We have a study group on the occasional afternoon.
But I know nothing of philosophy or metaphysics of any sort.
Neither do they. Frederick, there.
You're a professor?
It was in my hometown of Dublin, but in New York I just give language lessons to support myself. Tell me, how do you like it in this big, crazy, noisy city?
Well, I think it suits me quite well. Can I ask you a question, Professor Bear?
Yeah, of course.
Where's the nearest lunatic asylum?
does genius burn, Miss Jo?
That's funny. My sister Beth, she always says that to me when I'm in my scribbling suit. She says once the suit's on, no one's to disturb me.
Oh, you would prefer if I leave?
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I just mean, well, when I'm writing, something happens to me. I call it falling into a vortex, where I give myself over to it completely. The characters, they start talking to me, and I cannot do anything else until I'm finished to eat or sleep.
That just means that you're a real writer, Shirley. I mean, could I ask, what are you working on?
Oh, Professor Barron.
Frederick.
Frederick,
please.
shh.
Josephine!
Aunt March, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Alone, in a room, in a boarding house with a strange man.
Comes the thought.
And a foreigner.
This is Professor Barron.
Fair.
Fair.
Fear.
Fair.
Whoever you are, I'd like to speak to my niece. In private.
He's 40 years old, Aunt March. You mustn't worry. Have you heard anything from home?
Well, your mother and father truckle along, and I don't like the look of Beth. She's never shaken off that sickly pallor or gotten her appetite back. Although I gather you are sending her every delicacy she fancies, courtesy of your stories. You're hardworking, I'll give you that, Josephine. Your father has been writing his book on philosophical sermons for the past 30 years. And of course, Meg is expecting...
Expecting what?
a baby. It's what happens when people get married.
And Amy?
As you know, I'm going abroad tomorrow to Europe. And I'm taking...
You're taking me with you? Oh, thank you! I've worked so hard. I wanted this for so long.
No, Josephine. I am taking Amy.
What? But she's too young. It's my turn first.
I'm quite decided. Besides, you have told me on numerous occasions that favors burden you, and you hate foreign languages. Amy is more docile, and will receive whatever help this trip may give her more gratefully.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Compose yourself. Amy! Bid your sister farewell.
I'm sorry, Joe. I know you should have gone. I know it's a dreadful disappointment.
I always do all the hard work, and you always get all the fun.
This isn't a mere pleasure trip for me, Joe. It will decide my career. For if any genius for art, I shall find it in Rome and do something to prove it.
And suppose you haven't?
And I shall come home and teach drawing for a living.
No, you won't. You hate hard work. You'll just marry some rich man, and you'll come home to sit in the lap of luxuries all your days.
You can go through the world with your elbows out and your nose in the air and call it independence if you like, but that's not my way.
Amy!
Have you heard from Laurie?
No. Have you?
No. John and Meg got a letter from France some time ago. Are you sorry you sent him away, Joe?
I didn't send him away. I just couldn't do what he wanted from me.
If I meet him in Paris, what shall I say to him?
Please tell him to stop hating me and to write me. I miss him so much. Well, as a friend.
Amy!
Goodbye, Joe.
Your aunt? She's come. You've news of your home.
My tongue, my abominable tongue. Why couldn't I just keep it quiet? The Sistine Chapel, the Notre Dame where the hunchback swung, the beautiful libraries in Heidelberg. I was going to see it all, but now I never will because Aunt March is taking Amy instead of me.
There is something you forget, Miss Jo. I mean, this is New York, and all of Europe is right here. Well, Germans and Irishmen like myself, French, Italians, Scandinavians, I mean hundreds upon thousands of us who have fled the poverty of our homeland in search of a better life, a second chance for ourselves and our children.
Dearest Joe, here I sit in our cabin as I write to you as we approach the green and lovely Irish coast. Aunt March has been poorly all the way, but I've got on delightfully as everyone was so kind to me, especially the officers. Don't laugh, Joe. But gentlemen are very necessary on board a ship, to hold on to or to wait upon one, as they have nothing to do, and it's a mercy to make themselves useful. Otherwise they'd smoke themselves to death.
Why did you come to America, Frederick?
I do not want to burden one so young, so full of life with the sorrows of my past, but I will tell you, there was nothing for me in Dublin, and I thought maybe somehow there would be something for me in a place where so many people come to with such hope.
Of course, it's raining here in London, but Fred Vaughan escorted me to the Kensington Museum, where we wandered through rooms full of magnificent paintings by the great masters. You remember Fred from The Gardener's Joe? He's very charming and has good manners, although I wish his hair was dark, for I don't fancy men with light hair. But Aunt March has told me not to find a trifle in a fault such as hair color. But tonight, Fred is taking me to the Lyceum Theatre, where we'll see A Midsummer's Night's Dream, and this will be the happiest day of my entire life so far.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. If but we have slumbered here, that these visions did appear.
Well, I never knew there was so much in Shakespeare before.
When you wish to see a library, I'll give you one. For between these two covers is many books in one. The study of these characters, they'll teach you everything that you need to know about the world and help you paint it with your pen.
Paris is a heavenly place, full of so much bijouterie and lovely things that I'm nearly distracted because I can't buy them. Fred offered to get me some, but of course I didn't allow it. He turned up again, saying he was extending his holiday, and Aunt March pretended to be cross, but for now she is very grateful, for he's doing all the parley-vooing. Fred said he's bumped into Laurie a few times on his travels, and rumor has it he'll appear here soon. The poor dear has been very wild, apparently, drinking and chasing after unsuitable girls, but I suppose we must try and not worry too much. Oh, I must go. They are striking a divine waltz in the ballroom, and Fred is waiting for me.
On peut écouter bien la musique. If we close our eyes, we can pretend that we're sitting by the Seine.
We're sailing in a steamer alongside it.
Shall we? Josephine.
Oh, it's funny. You're the only person in the world I don't mind calling you Josephine.
You're not meant to lead,
Oh,
Josephine.
Christopher Columbus, I forgot you weren't a girl.
Je ne sais quoi.
Foreign life polishes one in spite of oneself. I study as well as play.
I see Mademoiselle March has made good use of her time, then.
My new shoes match my new dress, and my gloves fit to a charm. If only I had a classical nose, I should be perfectly happy. Shall we go to dance?
Oh, no, I danced so much yesterday I ended up blistering both of my big toes. I wouldn't be a fitting partner for... Well, I wouldn't be a fitting partner for such a vision as yourself.
Never mind that. We could dance here and no one will see us.
Amy, no.
You look like the effigy of a young knight asleep on his tomb.
I wish I was.
That's a foolish wish, and that's you've ruined your life. What have you been doing all this time?
Blistering my big toes.
What do you intend to do?
Maybe smoke a cigarette, if you'll allow.
I mean, with your life.
Why did you learn this work of art, Raphaella?
Never! You're just taking my vanity out of me. Seeing all these wonders has made me feel too insignificant to live, and I've given up all my foolish ambitions in despair.
Why, when you have so much talent and energy?
Talent isn't genius, and no amount of energy can make it so. I want to be great or nothing. I won't be a commonplace dauber, so I don't intend to try anymore.
And this is where Fred Vaughan comes in, I suppose?
Don't make fun.
I'm not! You are not engaged, I hope?
No.
But you will be. He gets down on one knee.
He's rich, richer than you even.
Amy, I understand Queens of Society can't get on with that money, but I must admit to myself it's rather strange coming from one of your mother's girls.
I always known that I would marry rich. Why should I be ashamed of that?
There's nothing to be ashamed of. As long as you love him.
Well, I believe we have some power over who we love. It isn't something that just happens to a person.
And I think the poets might disagree.
Well, I'm not a poet. I'm just a woman. And as a woman, I've no way to make my own money, not enough to earn a living and support my family. Even if I did have my own money, which I don't, it belonged to my husband the minute we are married. If I had children, they would belong to him, not me. So don't sit there and tell me that marriage is an economic proposition, because it is. It may not be for you, but it most certainly is for me.
Amy, dear. Fred Vaughn is looking for you. He is waiting on the balcony that overlooks the moonlit river with a bunch of heavenly scented lilacs. Mark my words, this is it. He has a proposing look in his eyes. I've seen it. Hurry on.
How do I look? Do I look all right?
Amy, you look beautiful. You are beautiful. You're back.
Lori, when are you going back to your grandfather?
Very soon.
He expects you, so why don't you do it?
Natural depravity, I suppose.
Natural indolence, you mean?
Well, I need to plague him if I go, Amy, so I said I might as well stay here and plague you a little longer. You can bear it. In fact, I think it agrees with you.
What are you doing?
Amy, I'm looking at you.
No. I mean, what do you intend to do?
You mean with life?
Yes.
I've been writing opera. They say I'd be a central figure.
It's a waste of time.
What would you have me to do then?
Go back and work for your grandfather and make something of yourself. Here.
When did you do this?
The day at the beach. When I met Fred for the first time.
When is he coming back?
A week or two. He has business in London.
Don't marry him.
What?
Amy, please. Please don't marry him.
Why?
You know why.
No, Lori, you're being mean. That's just mean of you.
Why?
I have been second to Joe my entire life, and I'll not be the person you settle for just because you can ever. I won't do it! Not when I spent my entire life loving you.
Amy! Amy, wait!
Freddie, the girls missed you in the menagerie. They were looking for their elephants.
I've been taking some quiet time just thinking.
Are you sad, Freddie?
Sometimes I've homesickness just lies heavy in my heart.
Sometimes I miss home too.
This came to you today from your mother, but Joe, I wish to say something to you.
But how can I when I've never felt so free in my entire life? I can roam around, stay out late, and read Plato for breakfast.
I don't find Plato to be a satisfactory alternative to a wife and a child at home. Joe, I am older than you and poor, and I thought that a part of my life, well, it would be gone forever, but ever since you appeared, I've begun to feel that maybe, just maybe, there's another chance for me.
Freddie, I feel the same way. I feel so comfortable talking to you, as if there was nothing I couldn't say, no matter how childish or stupid.
There wouldn't be anything about you that I wouldn't, cherish. What's this?
Oh, it's the weekly volcano.
And what is this illustration?
It's a lunatic, a villain, a corpse, and a viper.
I've told the students not to bring this bad trash into the house. It is not well, it's not for young people to read and for children to see. It's not well. And I don't like the people who make that harm.
It's not all that bad. It's just silly, you know? A little bit of blood and thunder. It makes people laugh. And if there's a demand for it, why shouldn't people supply it? There are plenty of honest writers who make, well, an honest living out of sensation stories.
If these writers knew what harm they did by making that, they wouldn't feel that the living was honest. It lowers standards. And expectations of behavior confuses young people. Do you know what love is, Josephine?
Of course I don't know what love is. And neither have I ever seen an execution or wrestled with an alligator over a waterfall. I just make it up for $30 a time.
You would sooner sweep mud on the streets before you write that rubbish.
You sound just like my father.
I do not wish to sound like your father.
No, I sent Beth and Marmee away to the seaside for a month, and Beth, she came back better.
I admire the love that you have for your family, but they
No,
don't want
please
to
stop, okay? Please stop. Because if you don't, then I will have to. And what will they do then? I've tried to write other things, but morals, they don't sell.
Right from your heart. Right from your life.
I can't. Oh, I wish I didn't have a conscience. It's so inconvenient. I'm just rough and I'm wild.
You are everything that I think a woman should be.
Why? I have no style and no sense, it should seem. I'm a writer, that's who I am. My sister Meg, she's beautiful. And my sister Beth, she's good. And my sister Amy, well, Amy, she is what she is. But I'm a writer. What should I do? What should I read? Tell me so I could do better.
I don't want to be your teacher, Josephine. I wish to be your friend, your best friend.
Oh, will you? Because my other best friend, Laurie, well, he went away and everything's just been so lonely ever since. Well, maybe you'll meet him one day. Freddie, I must return home.
Is it Beth?
Because Marmee, she writes that she doesn't play anymore, and well, the songs she sings are all sad.
When will you return to us?
I don't know. Well, maybe you'll visit on your travels?
I fear that there may not be time for that for a while.
Okay. Well, I understand. Bye.
Beth is quite changed, Joe. Her heart is very weak.
She's not a heart. It's her spirit. She sits alone a great deal. Now and then I see a face and a look on her face that I don't understand, Joe. It isn't Beth that worries me.
Have you both tried to talk to her about it? She either evades our questions or she looks so distressed that we've just stopped. We've stopped.
And I'm glad you're home. I always feel strong when you're here, Joe.
Hi, we're back. Hi. Oh, Joe. Joe, I'm so glad you know it. I've tried telling Paul and Marnie and Meg, but I just couldn't. I'm not getting better, I'm getting worse. And I've known it for a while now, and I'm used to it. But sometimes it's still hard to bear. Beth, why would you let me leave and bear this on your own? I don't care what happens to anybody else. You must get better, okay? I want to. And I try, but every day I lose a little bit more strength and I feel more tired. It's like the tide, it goes slowly, but it can't be stopped. No, it will be stopped. I will stop it. You're too young. God wouldn't do this to us. Don't say that, Joe. I'm grown up now, and I have to believe that this is what God wants for me. Oh, Joe, you must tell Paul and Marnie. The doctor said that the ones that love you the most are the blindest to such things. You've spoken to the doctor? Yes. And I asked him to tell me the truth, though I'm sure it cost him dearly. He did. He told me it was hopeless, Joe. But that I would not suffer too much at the end. I was so scared of that, you see. I'm not giving up just yet, okay? No. I don't know how to express myself to anyone but you, Joe, because I can't speak except to you. What I only need to say is I have a feeling that it was never intended for me to live very long. Don't say that. I'm not like the rest of you. I never made much serving or ironing. I don't do that anymore. It didn't save her.
But you're lonely up here, Joe. Would you like to go back to New York?
If I were a girl in a book, this would all be so easy. I would just give up the world happily.
Laurie's returning, you know.
He is?
Amy sent a letter. Oh, Joe, she's going home. Oh, she was devastated about Beth. And Marge is very ill. But Laurie be accompanying him on the journey home.
That's very good of him.
What is it?
Perhaps I was too quick in turning him down. Laurie, do you love him? If he asked me again, you think I would say yes?
But do you love him?
I care more to be loved. I want to be loved.
Oh, Joe, that is not the same.
You see, I just feel that the women, they have minds, and they have souls as well as just hearts. And they have ambition, and they have talent as well as just beauty, and I am so sick of people saying that love is just all a woman is fit for. I am so sick of it. But, Marmee, I am so lonely.
Give me to write.
No.
Yes. Right, what? I make you happy again.
Nobody cares about the stories that I have to tell.
Never mind the rest of the world, Joe. Do it for yourself for once. From your heart.
Right from your heart. Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents.
It's so dreadful to be poor.
Sighed Meg, looking down at her old dress.
I don't think it's fair for some girls to have a lot of pretty things and other girls nothing at all.
Added Amy with an injured sniff.
Well, we have father and mother and each other anyhow.
Said Beth contently from her corner. Oh, Beth. Columbus. Don't they ever stop crying? How can one deal with one of these things, let alone two? Don't wake them up! Well, look at you, Mother Margaret, glowing with happiness despite no sleep and endless amounts of washing.
I am happy, Joe. Joan has proved to be everything I could have wanted and more, and now with those sweet babies, it is hard work. Oh, it's hard work. But I learn something new every day, and I delight in what we are all doing for each other.
Marriage is a wonderful thing, then. I wonder if I should blossom out half as well as you have, if I should try it.
Oh, it's just what you need to bring out the tender side of your nature, Joe. You're so motherly the way you look after everyone. You're like a chestnut bird. Prickly on the outside, but silky soft within. And I really believe that true love will make you show your heart. And one day, perhaps, the rough bird will fall off.
Boys go nutting, and I do not mean to be bagged by one of them.
Joe, you glad to see me then?
Oh, words cannot express my gladness to see you clambering in through that door, making mischief.
Oh, I enjoy it, but for goodness sake, please don't tell my wife.
Your what?
Oh, Dickens, now I've done it, gone and let the cat out of the bag.
Yes,
indeed, and I never will again.
What dreadful thing will you do next? Joe!
An enthusiastic but not very complimentary complimentary. Congratulations. Now, Meg, do I look like a married man?
Not a bit, and you never will. You've grown a bit, I'll admit, but you're still the same scapegrace as ever,
What
Lori.
is that I hear? Twins? Are they boys or girls?
Boy and a girl. Meg and John.
The second! Neither, thank you. I don't want to be responsible for the damage.
Are we allowed to meet this mysterious wife of yours?
Oh, yes. Where are you all? Marty? Joe?
How did this happen?
Well, I did it to please Amy.
Bib number one, I did to please him.
Look, she's beginning to warm already. Isn't it jolly to hear her? We wanted to come home as soon as we could, so I said, let's get married and we can do as we like.
You always did get what you wanted. Joe.
Not always.
Oh, I was against such haste, Abigail, but this young giant worried I'd be worse than mosquitoes.
There wasn't any time to write and ask for consent, but we thought everyone would be happy, so we took time by the fetlock, as my wife always says, and married in American consuls in Paris. It was a very quiet affair, but even in our great happiness, we didn't forget Beth.
And what will you do now that you're married?
Well, I shall go into business with the devotion that will delight the company.
What will you do, Amy?
She'll drive 6 white horses, eat off of silver plates, and wear diamonds and lace every day.
After doing the civil round and airing our best bonnet, we will astonish you with the elegant hospitalities of our mansion, withdrawing the world upon us at large. Isn't that the limit of your ambition, my dear?
Time will show. Don't shock my family so soon.
Joe. I just want to say one thing. Then we can put it away forever. I've always loved you, but the love I feel for Amy is different. You were right. We would have killed each other. I think it was meant to be this way. Can we still be friends?
Of course. Always, my boy.
Well, Joe, leave these good wives and come sit here. We'll be spinsters together. You know, I always thought you reminded me of someone. Turns out to be me.
My book? My book? My book! They're publishing my book, Mommy! When did you get this?
Oh, yes. A strange kind of gentleman came by. What was his name, Joe? Fox, no. Leonard, no. Bear.
Well, did you ask him to wait?
Well, I thought he was one of Amy's friends having a wedding gift. I told him she was next door.
Oh, I've never met a Mr. Bear in my life
You
before.
didn't.
What is all this fuss for?
Isn't it obvious?
What's the matter?
Oh, Meg, John, did you see someone on your way in?
Yes, but he seemed to be in quite a hurry.
He did say how to catch a train.
What?
What?
Joe? What?
You love him! I'm half as smart as you, and I can see it so plainly that you love him.
She's right. What are you waiting for, John? Will you run down and get him? Go! Get him on the train! Oh my God, you will pay her paying back now. Go! Get out!
I never thought I'd see the day I want to produce a man for Joe March, but I rather like it. It's wonderful, Joe.
Thank you, Teddy.
Joe, how would you have kept this from us?
Like she didn't know herself.
Oh, he's a fine man, Joe!
He's a great man.
Oh, I'm so happy you found someone, Joe.
And he supports your writing, Joe.
A little too much. Oh, Marmy, could this be it? Is it me, after all?
There's only one way for him, Joe. You must live your life, see how it happens. Go.
And Aunt March thought I'd end up with
Freddie, thank you so much for my book. I thought when I didn't hear from you
was like opening a window to your heart. James Fields, he took it out of my hands and he just simply wouldn't give it back to me. I said, such news, I'd have to tell her in person. It was silly.
No, not silly at all. I'm so glad to see you. Come and meet my sisters.
Thank you, but I have a train to catch. I'm off to California. My ship leaves tomorrow morning. It's just that the schools in the West, they're young, in need of professors, and they don't mind so much about the accent. After all, what's the key?
Well, my aunt, she left me Plumfield. It's not a field, actually. It's a house. It's a huge house. And it isn't good for anything other than, well, a school. Oh, Frieda, I want to start a school so that everybody who wants to can learn, boys and girls. And, well, I need help with the teaching. Isn't there anything I can say to keep you here?
I must admit, I was looking for a reason to stay. Congratulations on the celebration of your marriage.
That's not me. No, that's my sister Amy. And Laurie, actually. Oh, I'm not getting married. Please don't go so far away. Stay here and fix things with me.
Joe. Such a little name for such a person. You have me. A life of good books and good work.
With all my heart.
But I have nothing to give you. My hands, they're empty.